Hello, little explorers! Welcome back to the Katha Lantern. I'm your host, Rutu. I am very excited to open our giant book of stories today. But first, my co host Ira has a crazy story. Ira, what happened at the playground today?
Hey Mom, you won't believe it. Well, my friend Yashvi spent all morning drawing this giant beautiful butterfly on the sidewalk with chalk. But right after lunch, we found it completely stomped on and ruined. The teacher asked who did it, but nobody would answer.
Oh no! That is so frustrating when someone won't tell the truth.
It was, but Yashvi is super smart. She stood up on a bench and announced to everyone, "It's okay. I know how to find out who did it. That special pink chalk I used is super sticky. Whoever stomped on my drawing still has a huge bright pink footprint right on their shoes."
Is it? Was it true?
No, it was a total trick. Most of the kids just stood there looking confused because they knew they didn't do it. But Bree immediately panicked. She started twisting around and started wiping the fake footprint off her shoes. Her own guilt gave her away.
That is brilliant! Yashvi used a very famous trick, Ira. When you do something wrong and try to hide it, your guilt conscience makes you so nervous that you usually end up telling on yourself. Let's open our giant book and travel to the grand royal court of Emperor Akbar, where his smartest minister Birbal used a very similar trick with some magical sticks to catch a sneaky thief. Hundreds of years ago, in the magnificent country of India, ruled a very famous and powerful emperor. His name was Akbar. His palace was filled with gold, jewels, and the smartest people in the whole land. But the absolute smartest, cleverest person in the entire kingdom was the emperor's favorite minister. His name was Birbal. Birbal could solve any puzzle, any riddle, and any mystery. One bright morning, a very worried, very rich merchant rushed into the royal court. He was waving his arms and looked terribly upset. The worried, panicking merchant said,
"Oh, great emperor, someone has stolen a big bag of precious diamonds from my house. I know it was one of my 5 servants, because nobody else has the key, but none of them will confess."
Emperor Akbar nodded slowly. He looked right at his clever minister, and with a booming royal voice, Emperor Akbar said,
Birbal, this is a job for you. Find out which servant stole the diamonds.
Birbal just smiled a tiny secret smile. He went to the merchant's house and lined up all the 5 servants. They all looked down at the floor, and they all swore they didn't do it. Birbal didn't yell. He didn't search their pockets. Instead, he reached into his bag and pulled out 5 identical straight wooden sticks. They were all exactly the same length. And the calm and clever Birbal said,
"Listen closely. These are no ordinary sticks. These are magical sticks from the deep forest. I want each of you to take one stick home and put it under your pillow tonight. By tomorrow morning, the stick belonging to the thief will magically grow exactly 2 inches long. Tomorrow, bring them back to me.
The 5 servants took their sticks and went home. That night, 4 of the servants went right to sleep. They knew they hadn't stole the diamonds, so they were not worried about the magic at all. But the 5th servant, he was the real thief, and he was terrified. He sat on his bed, staring at the stick, sweating and shaking. And the guilty, nervous thief whispered to himself,
Oh no! If my stick grows 2 inches tonight, Birbal will know I am the thief. What do I do? Wait, I have a brilliant idea.
The sneaky thief grabbed a sharp knife. He carefully chopped exactly 2 inches off the bottom of his stick. And the proud, sneaky thief thought,
Now, when the magic makes it grow 2 inches tonight, it will be the exact same size as everyone else's. Birbal will never catch me.
He hid the diamond and finally went to sleep. The next morning, the sun rose, and all 5 servants reached to the merchant's house. Birbal asked them to hold out their sticks. Birbal walked down to each of the servants, inspecting their sticks. Stick number 1, normal. Stick number 2, normal. Stick number 3, normal. Stick number 4, normal. But when he got to the sneaky thief, Birbal stopped. He held up the thief's stick. It hadn't grown at all. In fact, because the thief had chopped the end off, his stick was exactly 2 inches shorter than all the rest. And with a loud, confident voice, Birbal pointed and said,
Guards, arrest this man. He is the thief.
The thief fell to his knees, completely shocked. And the confused, crying thief said,
But, Birbal, you said the magic stick would grow. Mine didn't grow.
and the clever Birbal laughed and said,
There is no such thing as magical growing sticks. They were just regular pieces of wood. An innocent person wouldn't worry at all. But a guilty conscience makes you do foolish things out of fear. You chopped your own stick because you knew that you were guilty. You caught yourself.
The thief had to return the diamonds, and the Emperor Akbar rewarded Birbal for his brilliant trick. The thief learned a very hard lesson that day. You can hide the stolen diamonds, but you can never ever hide a guilty conscience. And that, Ira, is why you can never hide the truth for long.
Wow! So Birbal did the exact same thing Yashvi did. He let the thief's own panic do all the hard work.
That's right. When you tell the truth, your mind is peaceful and you can sleep right through the night, just like the 4 innocent servants. But when you lie, your brain works overtime trying to cover it up. You end up making silly mistakes.
I think I'd rather just tell the truth and get a good night's sleep.
Me too, Ira. All right, little explorers. It's time for today's Katha Canvas. Grab your crayons, your markers, and your paints. Today, I want you to draw the sneaky thief trying to chop his wooden stick in his bedroom. Or you can draw the merchant's giant treasure full of diamonds. Make sure you write your name and ask your grown-ups to send us a picture of these drawings at our Katha Lantern Instagram page. Remember, you can see all your friends' amazing artwork at the top of our page in the highlights gallery. Before we go any further, I want to send a giant glowing thank you to one of our little explorers. 3-year-old Neera sent in such a colorful, adorable drawing of a mango tree for our Katha Canvas. Neera, you did such a beautiful job coloring in it. I am absolutely sure the monkey loved sitting on your bright, happy tree. And you made those mangoes look really delicious. Thank you so much for sharing your magic.
And my dear friends, tell your friends to come and join our circle too.
And parents, if your little explorer loved today's story, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you're listening right now. Liking the episode or leaving a quick review is the absolute best way to help other families find our magical stories. Until next time, I'm your host, Rutu. Stay curious as you grow and let your imaginations glow.